Thank you all so much for joining us. We'd like to just discuss, because we're very excited about the results we were able to achieve with our planning of the fire mitigation for the Westmont metropolitan area. My name's John. I'm the water authority here. My main responsibility and goal for coming on with the board was to maintain our water supply for the entire Westmont area would remain clean and pure for our great citizens.
I'm Johnny. I'm the environmental representative. I support the advocacy group Save Our Forest. And my role for this mitigation is to protect our forest by enhancing and improving our ecosystem through fire, the increase of fire burning, and the decrease of mechanical and manual thinning.
I am the mayor of Westmount, and as you all know, I have a great desire to help the people of the town. And so my main goal was to not only create jobs, but to keep our people safe and healthy throughout the entire thing. A lot of burning causes a lot of asthma and a lot of health problems in a lot of our people in the town. And so I took it upon myself to purposefully help every single one of our individuals and keep them safe and healthy throughout the entire mitigation plan.
Great. I am Reagan. I'm the U.S. Forest Service District Ranger. I love the town of Westmount. I am not an actual resident, but I do take as much pride as anybody else does who is a resident here. I'm in Westmont. My main goals for this fire mitigation plan with my wonderful team here includes an overall successful outcome that benefits everybody here in Westmount. All while avoiding litigation and pleasing the regional and national forest service officials and just maintaining a good morale here in Westmount.
So my name's Celestine. I'm the coalition representative for the Westmount area. I'm a local. I've been here for a while, so I know the town pretty well. I'm representing the coalition party, which consists of landowners, local business owners, and established residents. As part of this mitigation process, we met over 5 meetings to discuss all the 5 regions individually. The last 2 meetings consisted of editing the plan to deal with problems that occurred along the way, such as the beetles and prescribed burning problems.
So as you all know, there are multiple mitigation techniques, and a big one that we capitalized on was both manual and mechanical thinning. Now there's a difference. Manual thinning has a lot to do with people actually doing the work, and mechanical thinning is of course mechanical and deals with technology. And so we tried to utilize a lot of manual thinning, especially in the inner parts of Westmount, to utilize both people so we can provide more jobs and boost the economy, as well as it's a little bit more healthy and doesn't affect the people as much. And so we utilize those places, or those 2 techniques, in the inner areas of Westmount where we kept the prescribed burning on the outside.
We fundamentally wanted to make sure that the people of Westmont were going to be not only taken care of and protected from risk of fire, but also that their lifestyle would be unaffected, if anything improved. For example, one of the biggest things that I was really proud of, where I was primarily concerned with making sure that our water remained clean and pure, was that we did minimal burning right around the great waters right nearby, and primarily did either minimal or no mitigation or manual thinning, which also, like what the mayor was talking earlier, will benefit with increased in jobs opportunities for the residents. As a team, we wanted to make sure that nothing interfered with the upcoming festival that I know all locals at Westmont are super excited for. It was brought to our attention from the city council that because of the plan at the time that we had, which included a little bit more prescribed burning, that it would cause an excess of smoke and ashes, which would potentially have a negative effect on the festival. Not only do we want to listen to those on the city council, but we want to listen to the people. And so we really took the time to make sure that we minimize the burning to maximize the fun at the festival.
Throughout this process, my main responsibility was kind of just to stay neutral. That's just my job within this task force. I didn't want to seem like too much of an advocate or taking sides. I just wanted to maintain and keep from hurting the Forest Service's standing in this process. One thing that I did push really hard for was to avoid any prescribed burnings within the months of June, July, or August. Those were considerably more difficult to carry out and much more expensive, and we wanted to be really cost efficient. That's why we only focused our prescribed burning within the months of March, April, and May.
Mhm. Being the environmental specialist representative, fire burning was something that we as a group wanted to save our forest, and through that we kept our fire burning mitigation on the outside of the town, just so that we can decrease wildfire and harming the people and the town itself. And through that, I was able to compromise with the mayor. And the mayor, take it away.
Yeah. So like you just said, we wanted to save our forests, but our main focus was the people, especially me as the mayor. My focus was the people, and so we wanted to make sure that we're not only able to help the environment, but also help the people. And so most of our prescribed burning was kept on the northeast and the southeast regions of Westmount, away from the cities, and therefore protecting both our people and our forests.
Okay. As a political member, it was my responsibility to ensure the members of the community were happy. There was minimal property damage, our town's attractiveness was not compromised, and the overall health of the town was kept at a healthy level throughout the mitigation process.
As I'm sure you can all tell, all of us have different priorities and agendas to represent our different organizations or groups. One of the challenges that we faced was it was impossible to completely satisfy every single person in the committee. But we feel confident that the plan that we have presented and have put forward is in the best interests of every party here represented, and most importantly, the people of Westmont. Some of the things that we debated on was the issue relating to tree thinning, on how thin we should do the trees, the issue of like how much manual and mechanical thinning, issues of budget, how much burning we should be doing. Obviously for myself, I was very concerned with maintaining a healthy and clean water supply, and that we're not going to be affecting that in a negative way. But we are confident that we have the best plan in place to protect Westmont, not just from fires, but for the benefit of the people.
As we just discussed, we all had very different agendas, and we were all able to come together as one and provide the best possible plan for Westmount. Our top priority was Westmount as a whole, and that consists of things like our economy, our tourist attractions, our people, and our forestry and environment. And I think that our entire group was able to effectively solve the problem at hand. And we just like to thank you all for tuning in, and we hope to see you all enjoying Westmount.